Work boots that fit you perfectly can be the best tool you own. With a little patience to help us fit you now, and later to break them in, you will have a level of comfort you've never had in a boot. Now let's get started. You will need another person to help fit your boots. Please don't try to take measurements alone. We want to get this right. You'll need a helper who will trace both feet on our fit sheet and take those lower leg measurements. You need a fit sheet from our catalog or from our website, a thin pen, a cloth tape, and a hard floor surface to put your feet on. Wear the socks you will wear with your boots. It is also important to list your height and weight. So now get the fit sheet. Stand up on the sheet, right foot first, putting your heel somewhere near the heel cup at the bottom. Make sure there is room for the pen to get around your foot on the paper. The most important part of this process is making sure that you don't go off the paper. You also want to keep your pen straight up and down. Push your toe down, make one line, and keep the pen straight. You don't want it angled in any way. I always start at the inside of the foot. I will transfer the pen in my hand, but keep the pen straight up and down, and only make one line. Now let's do your left foot. I start on the outside of the foot because I'm right-handed, and it's more comfortable. If there is any part of your foot that has any pain, put a little star next to that so we can account for it while we make your custom boots. Now we measure the width of your feet. You should be sitting, without much body weight on the feet, but keep your heel on the paper. Slide the tape under the toes. You're going to mark on the paper where the tape is when you take your measurements. Take the cloth tape just to the ball of the foot, which is at the widest part. Feel the bone on the outside. There is a soft spot in front of it and a soft spot behind it. Put your tape there. Go to the inside of the foot and find the widest spot on this inside widest part. A soft spot in front and a soft spot in back. Center on both of these points. It should be at a bit of an angle. Pull your tape snug. That's your measurement. Mark the edges of the tape on the fit sheet paper. Note it in the right foot ball section. Your instep is next. Slide the tape back, run a hand along the bottom of the foot. Run the center of your tape over that bone and to the center of the arch on the inside. Make sure you get the little bump on the top of the foot. Find that high point and run the tape over that as well. Bring the tape over, pull it snug, and that's your instep measurement. Mark the tape on the paper where you measured. Write that down in the instep section on the sheet. Now we'll do your heel. Raise your heel up a few inches off the floor, put tape on the heel, and wrap around the foot as shown. Pull the tape snug, record on the fit sheet under the heel section. Now we'll begin a series of measurements to get the diameter of your leg. Now take measurements 6 inches off the floor. Run the tape up from the floor and measure as shown. We're trying to get the diameter of your lower leg. Here we put tape around the socks at 6 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. We measure around the calf at those points. You can also mark your socks with a pen if they're not too important to you. Continue to do this in 2-inch intervals to the height of the boot that you are ordering. If you've recorded measurements in all the spaces, if there's one continuous line around your foot, and you're confident that you have kept your pen straight up, then go to the best part, picking your next boots with your chosen options. We will keep your measurement on file should you need a rebuild in many, many years, or perhaps if you'd like another pair. NIX has boots for any work need you might encounter, as well as an extensive offering of weekend options. At NIX, we're committed to making the best boots in the world. We are confident that once you try your pair on, you'll be a believer too. I'd also like to point out some common mistakes when doing this process. Make sure you put tape marks on the tracing. In other words, where you have actually measured the foot. Also, make sure that you have complete and a one single line around your foot. Make sure you take all the measurements of your foot and leg that are outlined on the sheet. And also make sure that you put your height and weight on the form. If you make any of these mistakes, we will have to contact you to get the right information. So just make sure you fill it out right the first time and you'll get your boots that much sooner. Thanks for watching the video. We look forward to fitting your feet.